Welcome to RoundTable Decision. I hope you like the new intro. A friend made that for me a few months ago, but I've struggled on where to place it as I've been a little inactive with my videos. I appreciate those who have followed me on YouTube and Discord, as it's been a great help through the inactive parts of last couple of months as I've been studying for finals and struggling as a high school student. So, I plan with this video to show you what my future for my YouTube and Discord is. So, my last video I made was on mental health, and I plan on continuing a mental health series where I either interview people who work in the mental health industry, such as the health industry, or people who have suffered with some mental health problems, or are suffering with mental health problems. So, I plan on continuing it. As of now, I don't have any interviewees to interview, so that is stopped for now, but it's to be announced on when I plan the next video to be made over a particular mental illness or mental health as a whole with someone to interview with. But I also plan on continuing my large overarching topics, such as the United Nations topic, the Philosophical Guide to Happiness, my first political intro, and the Black Lives Matter documentary I made. So I plan on continuing these big, large videos once a month, where it's over a topic in full or over a philosophical idea in full. But I also plan on making semi-daily videos over certain parts of political news or news in general, either the news of the day or a particular topic what has been overarching in the news, such as abortion. One of those topics I plan to cover is over Trump's tariffs. In particular, the last industry blaming Trump for his tariffs and loss of jobs and money is the beer industry, claiming that he's caused 40,000 jobs from 2016, which is a large portion of jobs. And I've recently made an article on tariffs, so I am informed over the topic, so I plan on making a video about Trump's tariffs in general and why certain industries are mad at Trump for these tariffs with China. But I also plan on covering more entertainment-based news, as politics sometimes needs a little break, because if we just focus on politics, our mental health will suffer. So it doesn't always have to be sports, but in this case, I found this article interesting, as Art Briles, who was the head coach at Baylor, and got claimed to sexually harass, and then it became true. So he did sexually harass minors, or not minors, but college students at his school. And he's now been hired at a new high school after these claims were true from Art Briles. And ironically, he was hired as the head coach of a different high school who I believe was in Canada like a day after he got fired. But then he got fired shortly after they figured out who Art Briles was and what he did. I don't know if this high school plans on doing the same thing, or even if I will cover this in full, but I just wanted to give you an insight over the type of news I will cover. One of the topics I do plan on covering is over Game of Thrones, as Season 8 has finally come to a close, and I just wanted to add my thoughts over it. Even though I'm a little late compared to all other YouTubers out there, I still feel like I need to give my thoughts over the season, in particular how the actors are rebelling against the fans over certain claims they've been making. And to give you an insight onto that video, I'll play a part of this video from Entertainment Tonight.
Game of Thrones finale. You know, over 19 million people watched, but apparently there was a large portion of that audience who hated how the show ended. Well, now, the Starks have a message for all you haters out there, starting with the Queen of the North, Sophie Turner.
And I love the way that Sansa's journey ended. She never wanted that Iron Throne. She never wanted to rule over that many people.
One word, disrespectful. That's what Sophie is calling the 1.4 million haters who've signed a petition asking for a season finale redo.
So in particular, that's what I plan on covering as far as the petition and what I think about the actors rebelling against the fans and the petition in general. My general claim over this is fans do have a right to what they think the season should have ended like, because we are the consumers of the show. We give these actors their money, and we give these directors and producers their money. Therefore, we have a right to what we think a good ending was. And many people find the ending of Game of Thrones to be bad. But I'll continue the video as we'll hear Harrington's remark on the petition later.
The way this character finished Game of Thrones was the most satisfying ending.
Full disclosure, Sophie hasn't actually seen the final episode since she's been out doing press promoting her new X-Men film, Dark Phoenix. This morning, Mrs. Joe Jonas posted this fun behind-the-scenes pic from the set and was quick to point out the Game of Thrones crew worked tirelessly over 10 years and 11 months shooting the last season, like 50-something night shoots.
You are my queen.
Kit Harington agrees, basically saying the critics, quote, can go bleep themselves.
Love is the death of duty.
And while there have been haters, coffee cup and water bottle mistakes, we do love this Easter egg. The way John...
So that was the general gist of what I plan on doing with the video. And in particular, it's over the entertainment industry as a whole, as there seems to be a brave backlash of directors blaming fans for their shows. And I think this is bad because, as I've already said, we fans should have a right to what we think is a good show and what we think the show should end as. As soon as we give these directors power over us, then the quality of what we watch is going to go down. And we have seen that with a lot of people claiming that Star Trek Discovery has gone down the hill as a Star Trek franchise, as identity politics in general has influenced itself into the TV show in particular. Now to my Discord, I plan on continuing my question of the days, and I plan on being much more active with my question of the days. In particular, having a question of the day every day. Fingers crossed. I also plan on doing the under the article news tab, covering articles I either have done on my videos, what are going to be semi-daily, or I'm going to do over articles in general where I give a summary of what the article says in case you don't want to read it, with my opinions about it. And I don't know how many articles I will do, but I plan on at least doing a couple a day under the article news tab, as I think it's important that we keep ourselves informed over the news and what's happening. So I plan on continuing that on my Discord as well as a few other things. Hope you liked the video and you like what I plan on doing in the future. And if you have any articles you want me to talk about or any opinions or major videos you want me to make, you can always hit me up on my Twitter, on my Discord, and anywhere else you see me on. Thank you.